My name is Syanne Centeno. I am 23 years old and I am your 2015 Miss Maryland World. I live in southern Maryland in a town called Hughesville. I grew up in the U.S. Virgin Islands and was born in the territory of St. Croix. I moved to Maryland when I was 15 years old. It was great being a teenager in Maryland. I fit in really well. There's a lot of diversity. I like to go fishing and bike riding. Something else I really like doing is drawing on the Etch-a-Sketch, and for that I'll draw different cartoon characters like Snoopy. I also like playing my piano and my clarinet and also guitar. I was in a rock band for a very short period of time. I love cooking. I can cook pretty much anything. I like cooking more gourmet style stuff. And I'm also Puerto Rican, so I really enjoy cooking Puerto Rican food like arroz con pollo, which is rice with chicken. My family is extremely important to me. They've taught me how to be compassionate, they've taught me how to be giving towards the community, and they've been extremely supportive in everything that I've chosen to do. My grandfather was probably one of the most influential people I had in my life. I was severely bullied growing up, especially throughout elementary school, and this caused me to have a 10-year battle with anorexia. My other cause that's important to me, which is eating disorder awareness and advocacy. And finally, one of the most important causes to me is helping children who have life-threatening diseases. I went to a fundraiser for a little girl who was struggling with cancer. She inspired me to start Warrior Princess Initiative to try to focus on making children smile and getting their minds off of their illness. There's a lot of financial burdens that come with having a child who has a life-threatening illness. So part of what we do is we have parties that are also fundraisers, where they'll get a sash that says Warrior Princess and they'll be crowned on stage by different pageant title holders. We have been able to reach children all around the United States and also overseas, and now we're getting ready to begin our Warrior Hero program for little boys with life-threatening diseases and also for little girls who don't want to be a princess. And for that, they get their very own sash that says Warrior Hero on the cape. And they'll also receive a Warrior Hero party where it'll also be a fundraising event. And they'll also be initiated by the real superheroes in our community, such as police officers, veterans, and firefighters. I've become so incredibly close to all of the princesses' families. This program also serves as a wonderful distraction for the parents. The Warrior Princess Initiative stays in the family's lives, so they constantly have support around them whenever they need it. The community has been extremely supportive of my fundraising efforts. In just a year, we've been able to expand our programs and have been able to reach so many children. We were able to purchase over 144 activity books for the University of Maryland Children's Hospital. Having the title of Miss Maryland World has really blessed me with being able to reach different businesses and different organizations that I otherwise may not have had access to. As Miss World America, I feel that I'll be able to reach a lot more donors, be able to develop strategic plans in order to further Warrior Princess Initiative in partnership with the Miss World organization. I've devoted my life to my nonprofit organization, Warrior Princess Initiative. I'm constantly helping children who have a life-threatening illness. When I began advocating against anti-bullying, I became involved in an international campaign called the Bully Project, which is the outreach program for the world-famous film called Bully, and I was the regional manager for the state of Maryland. I was the resource person for the National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders. I would talk to family members about getting help for their child who has an eating disorder. I've raised hundreds of dollars for the Alzheimer's Association, and I became a part of this organization after my grandfather was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I recently became the patron for the USA for an international nonprofit organization called Syanne, which aids the disabled in Pakistan. It really opened my eyes to what children overseas and what people overseas don't have access to. As Miss World America, I will continue to spread my message of love, compassion, and hope.